killing me softly with this song, killing me softly.
Listen, everybody says they love classic R&B, but there are 10 songs that don't just sound good, they live inside you. One note comes on and you're back in the kitchen with the radio, back in the car at night, back at that party where the whole room sang the hook like church. And here's the real test. If you're 45 and up, you don't remember these songs. You remember where you were when they found you. Some healed you, some broke you, some changed how you loved forever. So today we're counting down 10 R&B soul songs we'll never forget, from the records that made the radio feel like a heartbeat to the joints that turned grown folks quiet because the lyrics were hitting too close. But stay with me, because a few of these aren't just hits, they're life moments. And one song on this list, the first time you hear it again, it doesn't feel like nostalgia. It feels like truth. By the time we reach number one, you'll have your own memories playing in your head. And I want you to tell me in the comments, which song is your forever record? And where were you the first time it hit?
There ain't no way that I can let you go before I know just what this.
Number 10, Maze Feet. Frankie Beverly, Before I Let Go. This is the song that turns a room into family. 1 second you're just standing there. Then the groove hits and everybody's clapping, stepping, smiling like they've known each other for years.
You got to see just what you mean to me. You are my sweetest babe.
It feels like cookouts, weddings, backyard speakers, and that one auntie who will not let you sit down. It came out in 1981 and became their forever party closer, built on a live energy feel that made it sound like you were right there in the crowd. The story in the music is simple. Don't let love slip away, not when it's real. Fun fact, decades later, this record got a whole new wave of love. When big modern artists performed, covered it, and suddenly younger fans were doing the same steps we've been doing forever. Some newer listeners sleep on it because it's not a radio new song anymore. No trending playlist can recreate what this track does to a room. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next tune, softer, but it hits you right in the chest.
All right, quick pause in the countdown because I need to say this from the heart. If these R&B picks are hitting you, if they're bringing back memories, late night vibes, old playlists, and that feeling you can't explain, then please subscribe to Sexual 69 right now. Not just for you, but because it genuinely helps this channel survive and grow. Every subscribe is like you telling YouTube, yes, this music matters. Keep this kind of content alive. It pushes these forgotten songs back into the light, helps more real R&B lovers find the channel, and lets me keep making deeper, better countdowns for you. So if you want more lists like this, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and drop a comment with the one R&B song that raised you. Let's bring these classics back together.
I heard he sang a good song.
Number 9, Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly with his song. This is grown folk storytelling at its cleanest. It feels like sitting still in a quiet room while the song tells your whole life back to you, soft, elegant, and dangerous, because it's too accurate. It's the kind of record that makes you stare at the wall and remember somebody. Her hit version took off in 1973 on Atlantic Records.
Heard he had a style, and so I came.
And it became one of those crossover soul classics that everybody knew, even people who don't listen to soul like that. The song is about hearing someone sing and feeling exposed, like they just read your secrets out loud. Fun fact,
To see him, to listen for a while.
the song wasn't originally written for Roberta first. It had another story before her version made it legendary. Why some people underrate it today is simple. It's not loud. It doesn't beg for attention.
And there he was, this young boy.
It just wins. This is Crate Digger Gold in a silk dress. Keep listening because we're climbing into the era where the radio sounded like candlelight.
I've been really trying,
Number 8, Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. This song is pure atmosphere. One note and the air changes, like the lights got lower and the world got quieter. It's not just romance, it's confidence. Like Marvin is telling you, relax, I got you. Released in 1973 on Tamla, Motown, Marvin produced it and turned it into the definition of adult soul.
And if you feel like
Lyrically, it's direct. Love, desire, closeness, no games. And the impact, it went all the way to the top because everybody felt it, even if they acted shy about it. Fun fact, Marvin wasn't just singing, he was building a whole mood record by record.
trying to hold back this feeling,
And this one became the cornerstone of that grown and classy sound. Some newer fans only know it as a slow jam meme or background music, but if you live through it, you know it's bigger than that. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next tune, different groove, but it bites harder. Number 7, Stevie Wonder, Superstition. This is that instant head nod record, the kind where your body reacts before your brain does. It feels like roller rinks, Saturday night TV, and a car ride where the bass makes the door panels shake. The groove is so strong it sounds like it's alive. It dropped in 1972 on Tamla. And Stevie produced it during that unstoppable early 70 seconds run. The song's message is straight. Don't build your life on fear and superstition. Think for yourself. And the impact was huge because it wasn't just an R&B smash. It crossed over and shook the whole pop world too. Fun fact, there's a famous behind-the-scenes story where rock guitarist Jeff Beck was connected to the song early on, one of those moments that shows how Stevie's music was already bigger than genre walls. Some people call it old school funk and keep it moving. But nah, this is blueprint music. This is crate digger gold with stadium power. Keep listening, because the next one is pure relationship truth.
so in love with you.
Number 6, Al Green, Let's Stay Together. This song feels like a Sunday morning and a Friday night at the same time. It's warm, pleading, and calm, like somebody trying to hold love together with both hands. You don't just hear Al, you feel him leaning into every word.
Whatever you want to do. Oh, yeah.
It came out in 1971 on High Records, produced by Willie Mitchell in that Memphis soul world that sounded clean and deep. Lyrically, it's about commitment, staying solid through good and bad, and the impact. It became a forever anthem because everybody's been in a moment where they needed that kind of love. Fun fact, that High Record sound was special
All right with me.
smooth horns, tight drums, and Al floating over it like smoke. Why it sometimes gets overlooked by younger listeners is because it's so classy they think it's too smooth. But that smoothness is the weapon. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next tune? Less polished, but it'll break your heart in 1 minute.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Number 5, Bill Withers, Ain't No Sunshine. This one is pain with perfect manners. No drama, no extra talking, just the truth. It feels like walking home alone, radio low, thinking about the one person you can't call anymore.
It's not warm when she's away.
Released in 1971 on Sussex Records and produced by Booker T. Jones, it's built on a simple idea. When that person is gone, everything gets colder. The impact is crazy because it's short,
Ain't no
but
sun.
it leaves a long shadow. People across genres still cover it because it's one of the most honest breakup songs ever. Fun fact, that famous I Know part was originally like a placeholder, but it stayed, and it became the emotional punch of the whole record.
Shine when she's gone. She's always gone too long.
Some folks underrate it today because it's not flashy, but that's why it lasts. This is crate digger gold quiet, but heavy. Keep listening, because the next one isn't just a song, it's a message to the world.
Mother, mother, there's too many.
Number 4, Marvin Gaye, What's Going On. All right, remember I told you earlier one song on this list is bigger than music? This is that one. The first time you hear it, it feels like somebody opening the window and letting real life into the studio, sirens outside, problems outside, but hope still inside. Released in 1971.
You crying, brother, brother, brother.
On Tamla Motown. Marvin produced it and spoke on war, community, and people trying to survive with dignity. It didn't sound like safe radio at the time. It sounded like a question the whole country needed to answer. Now, about that controversy I teased. Inside Motown, there was real hesitation.
There's far too many of you died.
Different people in the company worried the song was too political and might not fit the label's hit-making formula. In different tellings of the story, Marvin had to push hard to get it released because he believed soul music should reflect the world, not hide from it.
You know we've got to find a
And when
way.
it finally came out, the audience proved him right big time. That's why this tune isn't just music, it's history. And the next tune, the mood shifts, but the tension gets even thicker. Number 3, Marvin Gaye, I Heard It Through the Grapevine. This song feels like a late night thought you can't turn off. Suspicion, heartbreak, and that sinking feeling when you realize the rumor might be true. The groove creeps forward like a movie scene, slow, heavy, unstoppable. Marvin's version was produced by Norman Whitfield for Motown Tamla and released in the late 1960s, right in the peak Motown era. Lyrically, it's all about betrayal, finding out secondhand, and feeling foolish at the same time. The impact? It became one of Motown's biggest monsters because everybody understands that fear of being the last to know. Fun fact, Motown had multiple versions floating around in that era. Proof the label knew they had dynamite. They just had to light the right match. Some people reduce it to oldies, but nah, this is emotional suspense set to drums. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. Keep listening, because number 2 is pure power.
What you want, baby, I got.
Number 2, Aretha Franklin, Respect. This is not a request, this is a demand. It feels like turning your shoulders back and walking into a room like you belong there. The moment that spelling hits, you can almost hear a whole generation saying, yeah, that's right. Aretha recorded it for Atlantic Records in 1967, produced by Jerry Wexler, and it became a defining record of her reign. Lyrically, it's about dignity and love. If I'm giving you my time and my heart, I'm not begging, I'm expecting respect. The impact was massive because it wasn't just a hit, it became a cultural statement. Fun fact, the song existed before Aretha Otis Redding did an earlier version, but Aretha flipped the energy and made it her own in a way that changed music history. Some younger listeners know the chorus but don't realize how bold it sounded in that moment. This isn't just a classic, it's a crown. And the next one, number 1, that's the soul record that feels like a promise.
Quick break. If you love music stories like this, check out our sponsor, The Lore Store on Amazon. It's like a special music collection with books, vinyl, gear, and culture picks for rock, pop, hip-hop, R&B, Afro music, and reggae. What I like is that it's not random stuff. Everything is picked on purpose, and there are some real hidden gems in there. And just so you know, when a good item sells out, it may not come back. The link is in the description, and if you shop through it, you're also supporting this channel.
On by the river,
Number 1, Sam Cooke. A change is gonna come. This is sacred. It feels like standing still while the world moves around you, hurt, hope, and courage in the same breath. You don't even have to know the full story to feel the weight of it. Sam recorded it in 1964 for RCA, and it became one of the most important soul records ever made, built on the idea that even when life is unfair, you can still believe tomorrow can be better.
In a little tent, oh, and just
The
like
impact goes beyond charts because it became a soundtrack for resilience, played, referenced, and honored across generations.
the river I've been running every
Fun fact, Sam was inspired by the times he was living in, and the song carries that real-life pressure. You can hear it in his voice, like he's singing from somewhere deeper than a studio.
It's been a long.
Some people only meet it in documentaries or history lessons now, but if you really listen, it's not old, it's alive. Real heads keep this one like a secret key.